Howdy, folks. A little bit about Libertine. Libertine was established in the United Kingdom in 2009, and they got into the linear generator technology space at that time, and with the intentions of using renewable fuel sources. Their mission statement is to bring forward the widespread use of linear generators in the transportation and stationary power application. It was founded by CEO. The CEO is Sam Cockrell, and he's got 20 years plus experience in the automotive engineering and electrical engineering field. And over the years, Libertine has been advancing and developing and consulting with other like-minded companies and providing their expertise to other like-minded companies in the similar space that are in the linear generator technology space as an effort to innovate, the power grid and power generation systems from the original standard generator type to an advanced solution. So basically, how did Libertine and Hyliion become involved with each other? Well, it dates back to 2022 September, when Hyliion acquired the Karno technology from General Electric. All the other relationships that General Electric had went along with the deal, and at the time, General Electric was in a relationship with Libertine. As Libertine provided consultation and collaborative expertise, shall we say, to GE, because Libertine had technology and understandings and knowledge, and already developed certain components and aspects of the linear generator at that time. So they were a partner and a collaborator with General Electric. So that just automatically transferred over to Hyliion. So that's how the relationship started. And the collaboration is strong and solid, and the partnership is strong and solid right to this day. Nothing's changed in that aspect. So you can go and you can read up as recently as February of this year, just last month. There's been advancements and steps made in that relationship between Libertine and Hyliion. January, there was this milestone made. You can just research it all the way back to the originating 2022 relationship development between Libertine and Hyliion. So nothing's changed there. It's a solid relationship. Now, there's a lot of emotions on both sides of the aisle of how Hyliion is progressing and how they are conducting their business. As recently as last week, Libertine and a company I believe called Bates Bat formed a strategic partnership. And some people, there's been some rumblings where people say, why didn't Hyliion jump on that or whatever, blah, 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 blah. Well, to me, it's a nothing burger, guys. It's not. Hyliion hasn't lost anything by not purchasing Libertine. They're still in a collaborative relationship. They still share technology. Hyliion has a partnership with Libertine already, and they're kind of in different aspects of the space anyway. And it's not a loss that Hyliion did not acquire Libertine, in my opinion. In fact, it could have been an unnecessary expenditure that Hyliion didn't have to take on. They would have to take on like a lot of other responsibility if they took on Libertine employees, higher overhead costs that really probably are not necessary. Hyliion and the Karno are a long ways into this development of the Karno generator system. So I really don't see that as any big panic. Now, the space in general, the linear generator space in general, I mean, we're still a year, 2, 3 years out from it becoming any kind of a mainstream adopted technology. It's what we'll call, it's a disruptor technology. So just as for many, many years, horse and buggy was the primary source of transportation, Henry Ford came along and he was a disruptor. And back at the time of the Model A or Model T, I can't remember which one was first, but there was many people that said, no way, man, this is going to fail. This will never work. The horse is the only form of transportation. And there was many naysayers that Henry Ford's disruptor technology wasn't supposed to make it in the eyes of many, and many didn't want it to make it, but it did. So that's where we're at with linear generator technology. I wrote, so your current traditional generator now, basically it all began with Michael Faraday in 1831, who discovered inductive electrical current, like the transfer of electricity. But a commercial traditional generator now is basically relies on several components. And so you require an engine, an alternator, a fuel system, a voltage regulator, cooling system, an exhaust system, lubrication, battery charger, control panel, and then the overall assembly. Your generator, linear generator, is basically a chamber and a piston, and then your necessary components for the electricity. But that's how the energy is generated, and we're still a little ways away from that. So as I say, I believe that Hyliion and Karno are on a good path. They're taking the time to do it right. Have I got a little bit of cautious optimism? Of course, because we see what happened to the ERX, but as I've said in other videos, take a step back, and sometimes in life you have to pivot. Investments, you have to pivot. It's just part of the journey. The pivot is, there's a pivot made every minute of every day. Avoid somebody cuts somebody off at an intersection. Well, somebody's got to pivot to avoid a collision. You meet somebody coming out a doorway. Somebody got to pivot to avoid walking into each other. Pivoting is just, being able to pivot and knowing when and how to pivot. Those are important attributes and beneficial to have, and that's what, in my mind, that Healy did. And as it first occurred, I got emotional, but I took a step back and realized, okay, this was the right thing to do. So just stay calm with this linear generator technology, we'll just see how it plays out. But just as, like I said, the original generator had many components. This linear generator is a disruptor. It's called a disruptor. So you got to be patient, let it play out. Now, as far as the investment goes in Hyliion, for me, I almost panicked. I panicked a little bit, and I probably could have been back to even at $1.60 or even in profit if I had been bolder and braver. But I was cautious in my clawback strategy, and right now I'm at $1.60. I'm 30% down. So get me back to $1.90 or so, and a little more, and I'm even and soon to be in the money. Now, do I believe I'm going to make money off Hyliion? Absolutely. I'm definitely not going to lose, because of my strategy that I've incorporated has been able to me to claw back without panicking. So Just last week, I sold I'm sitting at a 5,000 share count ish, and I plan on keeping that pretty well the same. But now last week, I was able to sell 1,000 at $1.90 ish range. Now I bought 500 back at $1.70 ish, and I'm sitting on the other 500, and I'm probably going to get them back in the $1.60 ish, 50 ish, maybe less range. But anyway, that's all about the pivot, guys. The pivot. You got to pivot. You got to pivot throughout life. But that's about all I got for today. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry that the video was a little bit longer, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about Libertine, the space in general, the linear generator space. Like I say, there's a few players around, kicking around, Mainspring, Libertine, Karno. There's room for everybody, guys. Look at your traditional generator. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of companies that build generators and components for them. So just stay calm, stay patient. Like I say, I have other investments, but Hyliion kind of got a special place for me. If people that have been following my videos for a while probably know a little bit about that, because I touched on it way back in a couple of videos. And I'm staying in the saddle, going to follow it through, and we'll see what happens. But no matter what you do, don't panic, don't overreact, don't get too hell-bent in mindset in anything in one direction or the other, for the positive or the negative. And you'll find you're able to weather the storms a lot better in investments and in everything else in life. That's about all I got. Stay in the saddle. Don't sweat the small stuff. Thanks for tuning in. Stop and smell the roses. Have a great day. Over and out.